Alright, hey everybody, we're going to be doing some carrier ops on the new Syria map for DCS World. I'm not going to be in the frame for very long. I just want to make sure that we get everything set up correctly. And then this will mostly be just flying and showing off the new map. So we're starting here on the George Washington. And it's actually been a while since I've flown around in DCS World, so we'll see how we do. Let the plane do a startup sequence. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys have had a great day. I had a fantastic day. Got a lot done. And helped a lot of people out learning technology. Get that set up. There we go. Hey Justin, what's up, man? Gonna do some of that pilot stuff. For now, we'll let the plane start up. Yeah, man, we got our first 100% on our tech assessment, by the way. So you've got to step up your game. I'll be letting you all know who that is or who that was once we have our all team meeting. So let's see. I can have the chat up, or I can just use the chat this way. Totally up to you. Whichever you guys think would work better. Emilio, we will definitely go for a ride once pandemic kind of goes away. So right now I'm just letting the plane do an auto start, and then we will get up in the air and take it for a spin. So this is a new map from Eagle Dynamics. This is Syria. I'll put the headset on so it's easier to kind of track what's going on. This is going to be an awesome map for some real-world style engagements. We got Damascus down over here. It's modeled very well. We got Beirut, which is also modeled very well. And then up here we've got a couple of other well-known cities like Latakia. Pretty large map for operations, and they added a huge amount of ocean to the west, so we can do quite a few carrier ops based missions as well. Pretty excited about that. Right now we got the George Washington CVN 73 out in the ocean, tracking up towards Beirut. And we're just getting our F-18 started up. And then we'll go ahead and launch. Let me know how the volumes are, the levels. Make sure you guys can hear me over the game audio. I would hate to be drowned out by everything. Yeah, Justin. You're going to have to take another assessment, try and catch up with that 100%. And Emilio, yeah, it would be a flight. You could call it a ride, too. I mean, that's pretty close. You could call it a hop. You could call it a pretty much whatever you want. Nice little cruise if you want. Let's see, I'm going to turn off the mirrors. That'll make things a little smoother. And we'll just wait for our alignment, and we'll go. So this is an awesome simulator called DCS World. It doesn't quite have the graphical flair that Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 does. I think it's actually a better simulator at this point, though. Things just feel more real, I guess. Oh, heck yeah, man. Justin, I'm fully expecting you to ace the next one. Auto start complete. Alright, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to just the simulator. And then I will stay out of frame. What I probably will end up doing is moving that chat window, because I think it's a little bit too far down for me to comfortably see. Let's make sure. Yep, that's working. That's working. And rudder pedals are working. Cool. Let's go ahead and switch over to our tower, and then we'll contact our ground crew and get rid of the wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
And let me know, again, let me know what the balance is like. It's super loud in my headset, so I'm actually going to turn some of this down. Options, audio. Cut everything down by about that. Alright, cool. Go ahead and get rolling here. We'll cruise over to the catapult crew and let them guide me in. Again, I haven't flown in DCS World in quite a while, so I'm actually not 100% sure that I'm not going to make a fool of myself here. So please bear with me. Go ahead and clear our master caution. Move up on these dudes. Alright, we'll get our wings spread. And he wants me to move forward now. Wings are down. We'll wait a couple of seconds for them to lock into place, and then we will latch them in place. Moving forward, moving forward. This guy's giving me a little bit of direction here. Stop. Next up is the hook, or the latch, I think. Yep, so we'll go ahead and we will drop our launch bar. And we'll jump out to the outside. Watch him put in the little clippy thing is what I'm going to call it. And then move forward so that that latches to the catapult. There we go. We are connected and pressurized. He wants me to bring up my launch bar and passing me off to the shooter here. Let's go ahead and clear our master caution. And time to spool things up. Let me go ahead and double check, get my HSI up over here, my flight control system up over here. I'm actually going to put my HUD over here, sorry. And we will ramp up. I think they've updated the sounds. And I guess now what we do is we go to ATC. Nope. That's not what I want. Does it control U? Shift U? Let's do controls. There should be a salute button here. Search, salute. Left shift, left control S. Alright. Here we go. Off the catapult. Whee! And we'll do gear up. Put our flaps up to auto. Positive rate. And away we go. We want to stay below 500 feet till we're about 5 miles away from the ship. And I believe we want to stay under 350, but it might be 250. Not 100% sure. Oh, that's interesting. Disappearing ship over there. That's kind of fun. Alright, what say you we turn inland. Go take a look at some of the cool cities. Start our climb. Hey, thanks, David. Yeah, you're very welcome. It was a pleasure to put that together. I actually put the tutorial series together as a way to try and get my friends into DCS World. And it was pretty successful. I got quite a few of my friends interested in the sim and learned up on how to fly. So definitely can't complain. All right. Here we got some coastal towns. Beirut is actually up here. I believe this is the Beirut airport. Let's go and buzz that sucker. We're doing a flight right at about dusk. It's 6:30 in the game. Let's go take a look at Beirut and the airport. Got quite a bit of agriculture down here on the coast. Got some really nice transparent water effects. A lot nicer than what they have in the Persian Gulf map. And got some downtown city areas here, individually modeled trees. The company that did this map did a stellar job. Got some great traffic down there. Mosque. We are in a Muslim country, I believe. And here is the airfield. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty cool. Anybody watching from Syria? My dad actually, I don't know if he actually grew up there, but he's from the Middle Eastern area, Armenian. He grew up in Switzerland, Lebanon, and a little town called Kesab. I'm not sure if any of y'all know where that is. Ooh, sports stadium. It's pretty cool. Probably a couple of soccer stadiums. So he's from this area, or at least he would recognize this area if he's watching. Not sure if he is. I've never been. I would love to go and visit. But here is Beirut, downtown city on the coast. Got the international airport over there. And what is that building? That looks kind of cool. Is that under construction? So I'm flying around in VR. I'm getting a couple of little hiccups here and there, but nothing too bad. Yeah, it looks like they're building a high-rise. And let's head inland towards Damascus. I'll point this direction, and I'm going to pull up my map and just kind of see. I didn't put any waypoints on this map. We want to fly probably right around 090 degrees. So let's turn this way. So you'll notice that there is actually quite a bit of green here in the map, which compared to the Persian Gulf is quite nice. Persian Gulf map is all desert. We'll head 100. That'll work. Some really nice looking valleys. We could also almost probably do a mock loop in here and just kind of zoom through the valleys. In fact, why don't we do some of that? Let's pop in right over here. Go take a look. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Here we go. Oops, that's not going to be good. Ooh! How about that? I just died. That was interesting. Let's try a different strategy. Let's go fly a helicopter. How's that work? Actually, I don't think I have the helicopter bound. To be honest with you. Let's try it anyway. Select roll, rotary, briefing, fly. Huh, so we're already starting out on our tail. That's interesting. And we got a radio on. Give me a VOR signal. I don't really want the radio on. It's going to be really annoying real quick. And I don't know where the navigation radio is in this bad boy. Let's see. Inverter. No, no, no. All that's good. Well, let me see if I can... There we go. Level ourselves out. And probably... Oh, yeah. Okay. So I gotta do the controls on this for sure. Just controls. All I want is axis assign. I want to get rid of all of these. Clear. Category. Clear. Category. And clear category. And then for this, I just want flight control rudder. This axis, I want flight control cyclic. Pitch to be this. And roll to be this. And then I want my collective to be that. Ha! Yeah, thanks, Cindy. I would be very interested to hear what you guys think about this map, because it is a Syria map. So it would be really, really interesting to see what you guys think about how accurate it is. So right now we're flying in a Bell helicopter. And we're at Damascus Airport. And we're going to go and fly around the city here and take a look. I know you guys were just there a couple years ago, so I'm actually kind of curious what you think. Good thing I can fly a helicopter still. It's been a while. Try not to crash it into the ground this time. I gotta figure out what the trim is. Going about 100 knots, not bad. Climb just a little bit here. quick check, we want to go... a little bit more west. And I've got to find that radio and kill it, because it's going to drive me nuts. Off. Not the right radio. So we got a bunch of farmland out here in the middle of nowhere. We're heading a little bit northwest. I think we want to be going more west. Hey, man. Don't look so bored. Considering all the trees and vegetation and stuff, this is actually running really smooth for VR. And we got some ground traffic. This would be a fun map to do like a search and rescue in the city in a helicopter. I think that would be a lot of fun. Alright, I think we're getting to the main city of Damascus. I think it's actually over this way a little bit more. Quite a bit of traffic out here. Must be commute hour. Yeah, Justin, DCS is one of my favorite sims to play. Everything is very realistically modeled, so the helicopters, the planes, everything is very as true to life as they can get it, really. This is the latest map release. It's DCS Syria, which is kind of a hotbed of mid-90s conflict. So for a military simulator like this, you can put together quite a few unique scenarios in that theater. This would definitely be a fun map to put together some helicopter search and rescues, or you know, have infantry or something hiding in the buildings. I think that would be a lot of fun. Got some pretty well modeled mosques. If I remember correctly from one of the official videos, there's a museum somewhere over here. It looks like there might be a castle up on top of that hill. Let's go take a look. I'm actually slightly disappointed that Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have virtual reality yet. I know it's coming. It's coming about mid-October, I think is what they said. Nothing beats a VR headset. I really need to find that navigation radio. Turn that beeping off. Nav. That's not changing anything. Oh well, I'll deal with it. Alright, what are we looking at? We got a factory over there, we got some buildings over here. I think this is one of the larger mosques, and we're getting closer to these hills. We can go and take a look at whatever's up on top of that. Oh, got a nice little park down here below us. It's kind of fun. You got a chicken coop in their backyard. Yeah, check this out. No idea what that is. Looks really neat. Yes, Justin, Arma is one of the games that I really enjoy playing. I'm much more of a simulator guy than I am a kind of game person. I love flight sims, love driving sims. Arma is as close to an infantry sim as you can get, so I think it's really fun. Looks like another sports stadium, soccer probably. Looks like a little park of some sort over here. I think that's the airport over there. Yeah, I really liked playing Battlefield Desert Combat back in the day. I don't know if you remember that game. It was basically a Operation Desert Storm modification for Battlefield 1942, and it was a lot of fun. My cousin and I used to basically bot stomp. We just play against computer opponents and just destroy them. I would usually be flying a jet or like one of the A-10s or something like that. And he would either be doing tanks and vehicles or going around as an infantry guy. Me, him, and a bunch of our friends. It was a lot of fun. Let's go take a look at this complex. What is this? Cindy, if you and Dad are still watching, you guys know what this is? I have absolutely no idea. Looks like a palace or a prison of some sort? Or a corporation? Or a church? Or a botanical gardens? This looks really neat. Let's circle around and take a look. I mean, look at this. Look at the view. Whoever bought this got some prime real estate on top of this hill. I'm gonna guess it's a palace of some sort. Yeah, man, Desert Combat was my jam back in the day. That was so much fun. Alright, let's go check out this airport over here. Dude, you okay? You look a little stiff. You doing alright? Everything okay at home? How are the wife and kids, man? Alright, cool. I'll stop asking. I'm just trying to, you know, drum up some conversation. Guess the military really does take the personality out of some people. I mean, look at how much just stuff there is here. Buildings, trees, cars. Airport grounds over here. Alright, let's land on one of these pads. See if we don't get into a vortex ring state here. It's where a helicopter really rapidly loses its lift and kind of falls out of the sky. I think I got it. All good. This would be way easier if I had the trim bound for the helicopter, but I don't. Back up, back up, back up. And we'll set it down right here. Alright, cool. Let's switch back to the FA-18 real quick. And unfortunately, we were gonna have to start it up again. But we get treated to a really nice sunset. It's kind of nice. So we were over here in Damascus. We were looking at all the cool stuff in downtown. We started over at Damascus Airport, which is right in this area. We went from Damascus Airport over to the northwest, to the main city of Damascus. We kind of came in from this area over here, went over some of downtown. We went up here. I guess it's called Cadessa, or is it this up here? Not 100% sure. Then we came back down and landed down in Meze. Yeah, I think it was right here. This is that palace thing. I don't know what it's named. But pretty cool. And now we are back in the ocean, getting our FA-18 set up. We'll go see if we can find a nice valley to actually fly through instead of crash into. And while we're waiting, we'll get our position lights on. Everything else is good. And I'll go ahead and get my wheel chocks removed already.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
What's up? All right. Waiting on our INS alignment, which is our navigation system. And then we'll go do a quick flight and come back and hopefully land on the carrier. Again, it's been a while since I've done any of the carrier ops in this game, so probably quite a bit rusty. 1 and 2 on. Are we ready? We're ready. Cool. Hornet 1-1 taxiing. Get out of my way. Alright, this time we'll just go take off from this other catapult. It wants me to go to the left. Come straight. And hold. Wings down. There they go. Launch bar down. Got these guys putting in the little pieces. Move forward. We'll inch our way up until we click. And we're hooked, and we'll wait for the shooter. Oop. Launch bar up. And then the shooter will give us the signal to spool up the engines. And we're good to go. And here we go. Positive rate, gear up. Get our flaps up. We'll stay low. And pop up over here. There's the Beirut International Airport. And downtown Beirut. And that's a pretty cool little valley there. So that's where we had our little incident earlier. Probably because I've got 3 full fuel tanks on board, which makes me super heavy and not very maneuverable. So let's just dive into this longer valley here that's a little bit wider. And we'll follow it over to the northeast instead.
Altitude. Altitude.
Always interesting when you're flying a jet and the terrain is above you. This would definitely be a fun place to hide if you were trying to avoid some missiles. SAM sites. Quite a bit of good terrain masking. And of course the plane's letting you know that you're doing something stupid. Thank you, plane. Got some power lines. We'll go up above them. So a lot of people were kind of surprised that Eagle Dynamics decided to do Syria as their next map, just because we already have a Persian Gulf map, and a lot of people were concerned that this was going to be another desert map, yet we've got quite a bit of green. Quite a bit of vegetated area, quite a bit of city area, especially if you go and look at Damascus, which is where we just were. We've got a bunch of agricultural area out here in between, and then a little bit more desert out kind of in the distance, but much more varied map than Syria, than the Persian Gulf for sure. Persian Gulf models the United Arab Emirates area. It's got the Burj Khalifa and a lot of the landmarks out in those areas. This seems like a much more varied map. A lot of different types of terrain. Got some good mountains, got some good ocean, and of course we've got some desert further out. Pretty cool map. A lot of vegetation individually placed or rendered. And of course we're flying right now at sunset, which is a beautiful time of the day. Anything specific anybody wants to see on this map? Yeah, guinea pig. This is the Syria map. Pretty awesome. I think this is going to be a great map for some good engagements. Let's fly this way towards the lake. And let's do this. We'll turn our TACAN on. I believe I set it to 73 X-ray. Transmit, receive, and on. Alright. Switch that to this view. And that to be TACAN, transmit, receive, AAA. Alright, ILS should be channel 7. We'll see if that comes up later. And apart from that, we're good to go. Got some rural areas down there. Kind of interesting that all of these main roads have street lights. I'd be curious to see if Syria has this many lights. A lot of agricultural areas. You can actually see that those trees are individually drawn. Or the grapevines, or, you know, whatever that agriculture is supposed to be. Pretty awesome. They've also got some new water rendering in here, where it actually has a little bit of a depth effect, where you can see into the water instead of it just being water. So that's pretty neat. And let's get over this mountain, and we'll go back and land on the carrier. Or at least that's going to be the intention. We'll see what happens. Pretty awesome mountainous area. Look at this. This would be fun to hunt tanks in the A-10 or something like that. Just have some armor kind of hidden in some of these nooks and crannies. I think this is going to be my favorite map. Alright, how are we doing on fuel? Got quite a bit of fuel. Go ahead and dump some of it, because we're a little bit heavy for a landing. And my TACAN is not working. 73, let me see if it's just on one, or if maybe the carrier's bugged and not transmitting. Maybe did I make it 74? Nope. 73. Alright, well I know the carrier's off this direction. Let's go.
Marshall 010. March Mops 198 418. Angels 4. State 9.8.
010 Brothers Weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds at 4,000. Altimeter is 2993.
010.
I'm going to go ahead and see you at 10. I see the carrier over there blinking at me. Get our hook down. Descent to pattern altitude. We want to be going about 300 knots, if I remember correctly. Guinea pig. The map right now is on sale for 25% off. I think it's 29 or 39. It just released today. It's in early access, and once it's out of early access, it'll go up to 49, I believe. Maybe it's 34. Not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I absolutely love the maps, so I ended up picking this up well before it went on sale, or before it was released. Got the carrier over there.
See you at 10.
Update state switched out.
010. State 7.0.
I'm going to descend to 800 feet and pretty much go sterile cockpit, which means I won't be talking anymore.
Tower 010. Overhead Angels 1. State 6.8. 010. Tower, roger. PRC 1. Signal is Charlie. 010. Portable 6.5.
Three-wire. Kind of a shitty landing, though. All these other boats that are out here kind of got me wigged out. Not bad, though. Watch, we're going to go right through this cargo ship. Get out the way! Alright, guys. So that was a quick first look at Syria. Didn't do any combat. Didn't do anything too intense. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a tour. See what it looks like. Going right through the cargo ship, as I thought. Pretty excited that I landed first try on a carrier after probably about 2 months of not playing. And that's all for me tonight. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see. Oh, there goes the mast of that cargo ship. Right through the carrier. Oh yeah, gotta love these bugs. Go ahead and get parked up over here, and we'll call it a night. I think this map is going to be one of my favorites, to be honest with you. Now that I'm on the carrier, I'm getting some performance issues, and I'm not sure that that's unrelated to that cargo ship being right on top of us. But yeah, here we go. Great map, absolutely stunning, beautiful sunset landing, great scenery, huge amount of detail, and I'm definitely going to be having a lot more fun flying around in the Middle East. So, hope you all have a great evening, And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. So let's see, how much do you need available to download DCS World? The new map is around 34 gigs on its own. The game itself is probably somewhere around. I mean, I can go see what my DCS folder looks like. I've got more than just the Syria map installed, though. I think mine's going to be like 150 gigs. But I think the base game is around 80, and then I think the maps are on top of that. So let me see. Where is program files, DCS World, Eagle Dynamics, DCS World Open Beta, and properties. Let's see how big this is. It's going to be a big file size. I've got all the maps installed, so I'm at 241 gigs for this game, for the terrains, the aircraft that I have, and the base game. I believe the base game is somewhere around 80 gigs. It might be less than that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a great evening, and definitely recommend this map. I think it's fantastic, and I love all of the terrains, even the ones that don't get much use. Nevada, Normandy, some of those kind of lesser known maps. They look great and they play great, and don't necessarily recommend you spend a ton of money on them, but they're all great. So if you want to grab one or two, I would say the Syria map is probably going to be a fan favorite, just because it's got so much variety that you can pretty much put whatever you want on it. Persian Gulf already has a lot of content for it, so another great Middle Eastern map. And those are kind of the two that I would recommend, honestly, at this point, if you have to get a map, or if you have to get two. But that's all I got for tonight. Have a great one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Probably not a live stream. It'll probably be an actual produced video. So we'll see you then. Have a good one.